Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in episode number 516, 516 of the Afrikaans translation of the Holy Quran. En ons is besig met die Heilige Quran and this is the Heilige Quran by Imam M.A. Baker. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. In the naam van Allah, die barmhartige, die genadige. And that is episode 516. Hoofstuk nummer 58, afdeling 2, die vrou wat smeek, Surah Al-Mujadila. Geheime beraadslagings veroordeeld. Sien u nie dat Allah alles weet wat in die hemele en op die aarde is nie? And as what we mentioned in the previous episode, where the Quran tells us that we are closer to you than your jugular vein, right? Allah, the Creator, is closer to you than your jugular vein, your carotid artery. No one can escape. You cannot remove God from the equation of your life, right? Whether you like it or not, even the atheists cannot escape God. Even if they don't believe in Him, God is with them, whether they like it or not. Né? Daar is geen geheime beraadslaging tussen drie persone nie, of hy is die vierde. Of tussen 5 of hy is die 6ste. Nog van minder, nog van meer. Ons moet net baie onthou, you see. So here is a secret meeting. This is a secret meeting, né? That is a secret meeting. Niemand weet van hierdie meeting nie, né? So the criminals got together. Whether it doesn't matter where they are, whether the criminal is in a government, right? It doesn't matter whether the criminal is in government or the criminal is in society, in our civil society, or the criminals are in the world bodies, like say the United Nations and alles. It doesn't matter who you are, or in big business, big pharmacy business, or big multinational corporations. It doesn't matter where the criminals are. And you find many people who have become millionaires and so on. And we're finding this all the time. I just read an article the other day in the newspaper where these huge family mafias, they're running prostitution rings and casinos and gambling. And they are big shots, driving fancy cars. And fortunately, they've been arrested because they thought they had the judges, they could bribe the judges, they bribe the politicians, but eventually they fell down on their knees. So I'm happy when the criminals are getting caught, right? But the main thing is, criminals must understand, they can have a secret meeting in a boardroom, and they can make sure there's no cameras there, there's no cell phones there, nobody's there, and the meeting is being held deep underground in underground nuclear bunkers. And they're saying, you know what, no one needs to know about the secret meeting. What they're forgetting, that God is here with them. God is with them, and the angels are with them, the recording angels. And they are recording everything that's happening in that meeting. And on the day of judgment, all their secret meetings will be exposed on high definition TV. The whole world will see on TV everything what happened in that secret meeting. Who had extrajudicial killings, what bank robberies were done, what money was embezzled, how the government stole money, how the people suffered, who died in warfares, what false media propaganda was being perpetuated, what conspiracies were being done, etc., 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 etc. Because God is closer to you than your jugular vein and your carotid artery. You cannot run away from Him. You cannot escape Him. Even if it's a room full of atheists, they don't believe in God. God is with them, and the angels are recording everything. Nobody can escape God. Please, mense, understand this concept very importantly. Laat ons weer lees. Sien u nie dat Allah alles weet wat in die hemele en op die aarde is nie? Daar is geen geheime beraadslaging tussen drie persone nie, of hy is die vierde. Of tussen 5 of hy is die 6ste, nog van minder, nog van meer. Of hy is met hulle waar hulle ook mag wees, dan sal hy hulle op die dag van opstanding meedeel wat hulle gedoen het. They're going to get a skrik of their lives, né? Waarlik, Allah is die kennisdraer van alle dinge. Merk u nie dat hulle vir wie geheime beraadslagings verbode is, daarna terugkeer. Ek weet nou dis is reg nie. Terugkeer, moes dit nie gewees terugkeer, okay. En in die geheim in sonde beraadslag oor opstaan en ongehoorsaamheid teen die boodskapper nie, en wanneer hulle na u kom, groet hulle u met 'n begroeting waarmee Allah u nie groet nie. Maar onder mekaar sê hulle, waarom straf Allah ons nie vir wat ons sê nie? Voldoende vir hulle is die hel waarin hulle sal brand, en dit is 'n bose bestemming. O julle gelowiges, wanneer julle in die geheim saam beraadslag, spreek dan nie met mekaar oor sonde, opstand en ongehoorsaamheid teen die boodskapper nie, maar beraadslag oor deug en godvreesenheid. En kom julle plig teenoor Allah na tot wie julle versamel sal word. Geheime sameswering is slegs van die duiwel, sodat hy die gelowiges verdriet kan aandoen, maar hy kan hulle geen skade berokken nie, behalwe met die toestemming van Allah. Laat die gelowiges dan hulle vertroue in Allah stel. O julle gelowiges, as aan julle gesê word, maak plek in die vergadering, maak dan plek. Allah sal vir julle ryklik plek maak, en as daar gesê word, staan op, staan dan op. Allah sal diegene van julle wat glo en diegene aan wie kennis toegeken is, tot hoë range verhef. En Allah is heeltemal bewus van julle wat julle doen. Allah knows everything. O julle gelowiges, indien julle die boodskapper wil raadpleeg, skenk dan 'n offergawe voor julle raadpleginge. Dit is vir julle beter en reiner. Maar as julle niks besit nie, dan is Allah sekerlik vergewensgesind, genadig. Is julle besorg dat julle nie 'n offergawe sal kan gee voordat julle met raadplegings begin nie? Indien julle dit nie doen nie, en Allah het hom met barmhartigheid tot julle gewend, onderhou dan die gebed en betaal die zakat, die 2.5%, en gehoorsaam Allah en sy boodskapper. En Allah is heeltemal bewus van wat julle doen, né? Lekker bly mense, alhamdulillah.